Hi everybody. So today, doing a very short live today, because, well, for now, what I'll probably do is I'll probably do this live. I have some stuff to take care of, and then I will go live again. So this is going to be a short one. I only have about 50 minutes or so in order to do this before I have a Zoom meeting to go to. Yeah, this. Trying to figure out why I'm a little wobbly. Okay. So yeah, I'm wobbly because I was unscrewed. Hee hee. Let's screw this back in. Sorry. Enjoy your tour of the ceiling. Look at that ceiling. Isn't that a great one? It's probably the best shop ceiling you've seen in a while. That's why I was wobbly. It's about to fall apart. Okay. So real quick, I'll put comments up here, but I'm going to be on the back porch quite a bit with this video. You guys are going to go with me to the back porch. You guys, I don't think you've ever seen the back porch of the shop. So that's exciting. And if that's exciting, you must be like quarantined in your house or something, because it shouldn't be exciting. Here we go. I've already muted it here. Want to hit pop out chat. Make it so big. Holy moly. Hey, Lucky, good to see you on. Hello, Kiss Fan, Dead End, Mind Trap, Way Unscrewed. Tutworks Studios, South Omaha Horror is on yet again. Good to hear from you. All right, let's do more. Boom. All right, I'm going to leave that. And now you guys, you don't have a lot of charge. So we'll see what happens. When you're in here, it's very easy to charge you. But on the back porch, it knows no bounds. Okay. A lot of people would set up before they go live to do a video. Not me. Jeff Davis is on. Holy moly. Have you inspired me? You inspire me every day, by the way. If you guys don't know Davis Graveyard, get out of the hole you're in. Actually, don't. Stay in your hole. That's what we're supposed to do right now. But definitely look up Davis Graveyard, because they're amazing. And it's not really shop organization. Like, this is my back porch of my shop. And because I can't be over at the house, I have a friend who lives very close by. He is coming by to build shelves for me, because most sources of income have dried up. So by letting one person come over at a time and do work that I'm not involved in, I get these phenomenal shelves. Look at these shelves. They're 2x4 and 2x6, and they're wonderful for holding molds. All right. And I needed more molds. If you guys want a tour of the back porch, the back porch is probably 10 foot, maybe 12 foot wide, deep, let's say, and then 40 foot or so, no, 50 foot, I guess. I'll measure it one day and I'll tell you. But so this goes into the shop. You guys have seen that door open before. Like over there, like that's my house, that little bit right there. Like that's the log cabin. And here is new shelf. New shelf. Wood for another shelf is right there. And then there will be another, there's a shelf down there. Yeah, there's a big compressor over there in the corner. I'll give you a full 360 spinning tour, but right now it's in disarray because I moved things off of the back porch to build the shelves to move things onto the back porch in order. Here we have the booth building. That is where all the stuff for my booth goes. And right now I'm being ate up by mosquitoes. which means I'm a duplex. That's what head up means in Texas. And if one more attacks me, I'll be run over. And then my dogs are in the backyard. They were. I swear they were just there. There they go. There's a dog sighting. They're chasing around the booth building. If I have learned anything, it's that you don't come here for me. You come here for the dogs and to listen to Shannon. But anyway, see these molds? See those empty shelves? They need to go on the shelf, just like this one went on the shelf. And I know we hate walking with the camera. I'm sorry. I'm walking with a tripod, so it's way more professional. Like this is a shelf. This shelf is ready to go. I have a lot of mask molds. I got over 100 of them. So I'm having, right now, 5 shelves built. And each one will hold maybe 20, 24 mask molds, which is good. And on top, I have chest molds and things on top. But anyway, you have to make everything look terrible while you're cleaning. That's a rule of cleaning. It has to look way worse at some point than it does when you started. And there's no good way to do this for you guys unless someone was like holding the camera, and that wouldn't be great either because it'd be like tennis, except instead of a light tennis ball that I'm hitting over to someone else, I carry a heavy mold just back and forth. That's it. Yeah, if I can back you up a little more, so at least you get more of the action. Not that it's action. I mean, you guys started watching a video called Organization. I'm blaming you for that. If things get real exciting, these pants, on occasion, dogs will pants me by grabbing onto the pant leg and pulling down. So let's hope that doesn't happen while I'm on the YouTubes. I'm going to grab a big marker to write what mold it is. I will admit to you guys that I have a couple like mildly OCD folks, mild, very mild, like Stan here helping me out every now and then, and I purposely am doing things on the shelf to bug him. Like the first mask on the shelf is inbred 2, the second mask on the shelf is inbred number 1. little quiet acts of defiance. Okay, there's a mold. These fat Sharpies are awesome. I've had this one for like 2 years, and it just does really well. Okay. Female monster number 1. Let's mix it. And I'll put my dead possum mold up next. Can you see the possum? Looks like a slug in a Mickey Mouse right now. So, for the record, there is a roof over this. There's a roof over it, but it is kind of outside. The mold should be fine. They should be fine. Good evening, all. Dead End Yard Haunt took away his message. Okay. You need cheering up? Or was that wasn't a question. They're good shelves. No, there's no order at all. The order is, by the way, that I pick up the mold and put it on the shelf. There's no order to it at all. They're in size order a little bit. Hello, JD James. Hola. Okay. Good a deal. Plastic Ninja is on. That's great. Okay. Oh, this is my grouch mold. He looks too tall for the top shelf. Now what I can do is I can always like tape label over this if I want to one day. If each mold weighs 40 pounds, and I think that's fair, then by the end of this endeavor, I will have lifted something like 4,000 pounds in molds. So I don't want to shuffle them around a ton. I want to pick it up, I want to put it on the shelf. That's what I want to do. Yay, this is my hunchback right. And I'm trying to get 4 molds on a shelf. Ross, I'm very sorry to hear that about your uncle. What amazes me is there's still people out there who are saying this is all a hoax, and I know people who are sick. My heart goes out to you. That's very rough. Dirt daubers, they won't damage my molds. They may make a nest on it, but the power washer cleans them right off. There we go. Ross, obviously not right now, but take a moment at some point and let me try and think of the name. There's a poem. I'll find it, and are we friends on Facebook? I'll find it and I'll send it to you on Facebook. It is the absolute best at dealing with loss. And I share it anytime someone I know loses someone if I'm able. This is my Asian demon mold. Sexy time, right there. So, here's a question. Oriental is like a rug. People are not Oriental, people are Asian. And so, is it demon, or is it an Oriental demon, or is it an Asian demon? I don't, if someone knows those semantics, please tell me. Right now, I'm going to write Asian demon on here because of where it's from. This is a very tall mold. And I don't know how long I'll store that mold. What's nice is I can keep a catalog of what I make like every year. And if I haven't made a mask for 3 years, I might as well throw it out because my sculpting is better anyway. Kirk, glad you got your package. Asian demon. There we go. This mold I hate because it's stupid big and stupid heavy. It is a cat mask. But see how it's box molded? That was a dumb phase I went through. This is a great time to organize your shop. I mean, if you're in it, if you have a shop, you know. This is a fun mold. A baby head for like a doll, like a legit doll. You can kind of see it. Just called it baby square because I shoved it in the back, and it's a square mold. Should have called it a baby cube. Right now I see half of a mold. Like this is. This is half of a Yeti. But I don't know where his other half is. It's the important half. Like, here's the ears, you know. This whole ear is in it. Half of this ear is in it. So, do I keep it? Should probably keep it. Why don't I hold off? I won't put it on the shelf until I find the other half of the mold. If you see me randomly swing at the air or have like a fit, I'm trying to kill a mosquito. I almost wrote something in before I knew if it would fit. That would be a big no-no. That is my moving jaw werewolf. That was the upper jaw. Lower jaw. Very happy I was able to stand back up. This is a clown mold. Already I have a problem. Pretty sure I've announced all of these. Who remembers what this one was? Because I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down. I don't know. Now I would normally take my phone camera and just look up inside of there, but you guys are on it. Now I gotta move the clown. Mold looks new. Oh, hunchback. That's fun. It would be nice if I could achieve the first order of retrievability in my organization, but I don't see that happening. The first order of retrievability means that I don't have to move something to get something else. If I want to get that hunchback mold, I do have to move this clown mold. I'm kind of okay with that. At least I can see everything. It doesn't stay on very good. Yeah, I have a dead possum mold. It makes a whole dead have you not seen the possum, Horror Beauty? Hold on, I shall bring you a possum. These are meant to be full, like dead possums. His ear is here in the flash. There it is. This is meant to be a dead possum, and it's held by his tail by the hunchback. So I needed the hunchback to hold something because the operator's hand operates his mouth. So that's a dead arm in the costume. I guess I'll show you the hunchback's arm and put him back in the possum bucket. But I also realized that he could also be kind of a puppet if you wanted to, because of the way he's made. But I'll grab a regular possum. Not regular, because they're all dead. Yeah, like I'm not making a healthy possum. There's only dead possums. And they look like that. Because they're carried upside down by the hunchback. So this is his fake arm, and it clips in to the harness jig that you wear. And then, well, that camera has a lot of sky on it. So then he's carrying a dead possum. This just clips in to the harness, so the actor's arm operates the hunchback's head, and as he walks around, the possum just swings. I thought it was funny. I don't know. That's the kind of person I am. But yeah, dead possum. Right to there. And yes, I'm only showing you a dead possum to not move heavy molds around. That's how it goes. My dogs are insane. They'll be back. Don't worry. So, yeah. Oh, there's a good one. Got him. Nice. Skeeters. Put this back. Okay, so we are still in Mold City. We're getting to some heavier molds that I hate. Well, we don't normally talk about the big skull in my yard, but sure. This is a restoration project that's happening. His bottom jaw is actually over there, right there. But that's his top jaw. And it's an old Scare Factory animatronic piece. So, like way old. way old. Like, it's from 2000, so it's not like way old. But yeah. The most unusual mold that I have. I don't know. I mean, I'm a professional haunted house guy who makes monsters for a living. So my realm of unusual may not be the same as other people's realm of unusual. Um, as far as unusual, like masks that no one else really makes, um, I have a Asian demon. Not a lot of people make those. Yeah, I don't know. I'm failing on that one. So this is a Jack Frost mold. There we go. All right, and actually, mosquitoes are getting bad enough. I'm going in. Have no fear. There's more work to do inside. But all of this has been cleaned out. You probably can't tell, but nicely stacked back there. This room is pretty open. Setting up a molding pouring station. Someone wants to sell me Girl Scout cookies. Hold on. Hello? I'll take some Samoas. Okay. I might do that. No, because the molds weigh like 30 pounds and there's like 10 or 15 on each shelf, so it's a very heavy shelf. It's a very sturdy. Um, well, see, I call it the clown mold. I think I've made 2 clowns out of it total. It's great for Krampuses. It's great for all kinds of stuff. Because I basically sculpted an inbred and called it a clown. Spastic pug, that's not important. What was hiding in the corner? Maybe. So this is a mask that Rob just poured up for me yesterday. It feels like it's ready to go. Hasn't turned yellow yet, which is a sure sign it's ready to go. But it is, I believe, ready to go. It's a little white. It was very hot and muggy in Texas, so it's been rainy the past few days. Dry today, though, and this was poured up day before yesterday. No, it was poured up yesterday. But it's been 24 hours and it's got a fan on it right over top. When you're pulling out a mold, you have to powder it, or else the latex will stick to itself. Okay. That came out pretty good. Came out better than I thought. It has some bubbles in the chin, but I'll fix the chin. It's just a color difference there. I use baby powder most of the time, but I also use cornstarch, since baby powder is a low-key carcinogen. Carnivore, is right there on the table, and I might pour him out next if I think it comes out good. So this guy works, happy with him. My Wolfman 2020. Remember, I'm great at naming things. Give me a second, put him in the other room. That is not the one I cut the teeth out and replaced. The one I cut the teeth out and replaced was an orc. That was an orc mask that I turned into a werewolf mask because I didn't think he had very wolf-man teeth. Okay, so carnivore feels ready. You know, I'm touching in there and it feels spongy, and that means it's latex rubber. It's not liquid. And it looks a little thin, but I'm gonna pull it anyway. And I want to see it. I'd rather not re-pour it, you know. You can, if you get to it, it's dry, but it's thin. You can always throw more latex in there, let it get a coating, and then, you know, then leave it. That's fine. Okay, here we go. A little white, so a little rip. But that was not in the mask, that was only in the flashing. That tells me I gotta be careful pulling it out. Also, when the mold is too wet, it'll rip like that because the latex is a little compromised. And this was poured up right after we power washed it. And I think, yeah, this is thin, and that's because the mold was too wet. But I want to see it. And, you know, and I'm learning about this mold, like right now. I'm learning, you know, how I have to pull it. This is the very first pull. It's thin, but that's okay. All that means is that I'll probably put it on a head sock in order to beef it up before I do anything with it. Remember, I put a lot of you love the sound of latex pulling out of the mold. This is one you've been waiting on. Drum roll! Okay, so Horror Beauty Effects, you're in charge of naming the group name for all the regulars so that you can help name the masks. Yeah, cornstarch is fine. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Horror Beauty Effects, you are in charge of naming the group. No pressure. You may source names from others, of course. You just pick the ones you like. That's how we named Carnivore. Pull that extra powder out of there. Yeah, he looks good. Okay, see you guys. It's all for the day, I guess. I kid. Hang on. Let me get a head form, though, to put him on, because, again, it's a little on the thin side. And he'll display that up on a head form. Alexa, stop. carnivore. And again, you can't really tell a lot until we get him. And it's a little bright here because I have one heck of a light right there. Probably see more detail here. There's some flashing on him. Remember all the details in the sculpture? Well, that's little bits of clay that was still in the mold. I think I'll probably paint him up, but he's probably too thin to sell. Unless I do a lot more work to him, which I'm probably not willing to do. But I like him. This is a grave digger I'm about to pull. Now this mold was not wet. Latex has turned fully yellow. This very strong pull. I like it a lot. That's great. This is probably the 10th grave digger out of the mold. No. This is the 14th grave digger out of this mold. For this here. Grave digger. Isn't that the best? Caulking in the shoulder. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, in my opinion. So my ink holders on the door. You know those plastic shelves that you get from Walmart that they clip in? They have the square tubing. I was throwing away one of those shelving units, so I drilled holes in it, and it holds all of my ink, and it's very secure. So, yeah, I'm gonna put grave digger up, and then I actually have to go for a while. I have a couple things I have to attend to, and then I'll be back on later this evening. Tell you what, I need to go up and get a head for grave digger. There's a grave digger almost ready to go out. Let us unplug here. Come on, we're gonna go upstairs. Always step over the sleeping dog. Laser cutter area. These are chairs out of the van. Look, a hunchback. Pile of stilts. Sketchy steps in second level. This is all apocalypse mask stuff. Little separate station. These are Monster Museum exhibits that haven't gone to the Monster Museum because it's not going to open this year. Spare fabric. I'm working on a chimera skeleton. So it's got the snake tail. It'll have a dragon head. It'll have a big cat head, lion head, and a goat head. Look, a goat head. Some scrap fur, other things. Baby doll, troll mask, wig head. You know, parts. That's what I came here for. Okay. Stilt boots, ready to go almost. Just got to decor them. A lot of helmets ready to be turned into it. Have you made one of those head mounts a puppet? I don't know what you mean. Head mounts. Oh, no, I get you. I get what you mean. No. That was actually in my original plan at one point for the Monster Museum, but I haven't. Well, the top hat was only sitting on the wolf. It is yeah. Anyway. It's fun to be a filthy mess. I'll do a tour of the Monster Museum when the world gets back in order. The stair railing is useful. No one falls and dies. That's good. Yes, that room is cleaner than when you were there. I did start without you. My apologies, Cobwebs. Here's how you know I'm not that smart. I'm like squinting at the screen to read your comments. They're all right there, big. Okay. The mask creepers. Okay. And then yeah, mask creepers. That sounds pretty good. Remind me of that, because I may forget. I'm not that good. All right, so but I have to run. Best way to start on stilts. Get stilts. If you can roller skate, then you can walk on stilts. Because actually the motion is the same because your legs are so much longer. It is kind of a step, and you're almost gliding. Step, almost gliding. Step, almost gliding. The trick to remember, for some reason, when people start losing their balance on stilts, they stick their ass out like they're trying to counterbalance themselves. But if you start falling backwards, pick your foot up and step behind you. So a good way to practice without having any stilts, start falling forward and put your foot in front of you to save yourself. Start falling sideways, put your foot to the side and save yourself. Going through those exercises, remembering them, will very much help. If you start to fall down on stilts, learn to walk in grass so that you can fall down and not kill yourself. On your way down, answer the phone. Hello? Because you're going to fall down, and then your instinct is to do this and break both your wrists or your collarbones. Don't do that. So on the way down, answer the phone. This is answering the phone, just commit to it. Because this is going to save your head from hitting the ground hard. It's going to hit your arm instead. And yeah, like that's the basics. But I'm going to do a video on stilt walking on YouTube Wednesday. Faux shizzle. Yeah. All right, I have to go. I got stuff to do. You guys are awesome. I'll be on later. Hopefully you guys saw that I'm getting crap together, which is a very important thing for the time I'm in right now. You guys are great. Have a good night. And I will be on again later, like in an hour and a half or so. Bye. Go make stuff.